Hi everyone, it's Kim from Affordably Crafty, and today we'll be talking about how to determine yarn age with these 10 tips. If you're new here, welcome. My channel is all about teaching you how to stretch your craft dollar and be affordably crafty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram and join my Facebook group where I post about all my deals, steals, and freebies in my travels in the crafting world. Okay. How to determine yarn age. This goes along with my video about thrifting yarn successfully. First one, and this is going to basically give you all the newer yarns, is the date on the label. So if you look at like this Lion brand ice cream roving divagation, and you look right here on the label, it says 10/2021. So this was produced October 2021. Some yarn brands do this. Many do not. So there may be a date on your label. Second, look at the brand. Do you know if it's still produced? So obviously that one is. If we look at this one, this is Branbury Crossing by Windtuck. Windtuck is not around anymore. This is going to be really prevalent in some of your older yarns. Or the words DuPont Orlon acrylic, very prevalent in older skeins. So we know this one is not produced anymore. It's discontinued. And I even mean like this brand is not around anymore, which gives us an even better way to hone in on it. Is the original price tag with it. So I pulled this off the shelf and the original price tag fell off. So you can look at this and it says Bradley's $1.49. Okay. So by looking at the original price tag, you can learn a couple things. How long ago does this price feel to you? And also, is that store open anymore? That is easy information to figure out. You definitely can Google Bradley's and see when they closed, or any other store. That's not a definitive make year, but it just adds to more information, and we're narrowing down when this could be made. Okay. Does it have a photo on it? Well, here, let's just show a difference. So this is Nordica from Premier. This one have a date on it. Let's see. Hooty hoo. It does not, but I know I purchased this 2 years ago during Hobby Lobby clearance. So you see the picture here. It looks very modern. It has that neutral background. These are things, and also this, how it's worked up. These are newer skeins, okay? Now let's look at our friend here. The first thing you should be looking at is the hairstyle and also the clothes. So just based on looking at this appears to be a early 80s skein from the picture alone. Crocheted shawl, instructions on reverse side. Okay. So we can look at the photo and kind of extrapolate from that. Another example, it would be another one within reach. This one? This one have a photo? That one doesn't have a photo. Okay, ignore me. I'm just using the one example. I have tons more in my stash, but we're just going to go with one. Look at the fiber content. Like I had said previously, like certain branded or words for fiber content are not used anymore, like DuPont Orlon acrylic. That's going to signify it's older. Newer skeins may also be more specific. So it's not going to say wool. It's going to say like virgin wool sometimes, or like what kind of wool it is, or certain blends like alpaca //. I find the only older things I found of alpaca are like straight alpaca. But again, that just adds more information into what we're looking at. Also, let's talk about yarn weight. Now, the Craft Yarn Council started using their yarn weight symbols So like here, this is a 4 with the ball of yarn. It says medium. Those started being used in 2004 in this specific symbol. So if it has this on it, it's 2004 or later. So if we look at this one, let's see if it has anything to say about that. Nope. So this just tells you that it's a 4-ply yarn, which basically means worsted, but it's not the Craft Yarn Council version. Does it have a UPC on the label? A UPC being the Universal Product Code, which is the barcode. This only started in 1974, and it wasn't in widespread use yet. That was the first instance of it being used in a store. So if you have a yarn that doesn't have a UPC code on it, we're probably going back to the 70s, early 80s, because not every store uses these. Just like nowadays, Hobby Lobby doesn't use UPCs. Let me look here. I don't even think this has it on it. So if you look at this, I love this yarn I got last year from Hobby Lobby. There is no UPC code on it because they hand key everything in. But I know this yarn is 2 years old. Have a date on it. It says 2010. Okay. Irregardless, that may be a sign of how old it is. Also, look and see if the yardage is measured. Many older skeins will just say the weight of the yarn, possibly. This is a possible. But they'll tell you how many ounces are in it. Just ounces. So they're not telling you the metric. So you don't see grams on it. You don't see meters. This is for stuff produced in the U.S. Ignore me if you're from somewhere else on this point. With the grams and the ounces. But you also see here on newer skeins, you're going to see that it says 437 yards or 400 meters. Typically, things were only done in ounces back then. So you needed to know how many ounces you needed for a project, not how many yards you needed. Look at that nice center pull. Ooh, I want to yank on that. That makes me happy. Hello, how are you? Okay, stop getting distracted. Let me make sure I got everything. If all else fails and you still can't kind of narrow down when the age of this yarn is and you really want to, you can either check out yarnsub.com. They have a lot of yarns that are discontinued there. You can also use Ye Old Google if you want to, though not all of these things are probably going to come up on it. So yeah, those are my 10 tips on how to determine yarn age. Let me know what you think about these things. If you think I missed anything, let me know. Yeah, and also check out my video on 20 ways to thrift yarn successfully, and also how to figure out if your price is right for your yarn when you're thrifting. All right. Please like, share, and subscribe so your friends can learn to be affordably crafty too, and have a creative day, everyone. Bye-bye.